Hi, Chef. Can you hear me?
Yes, Nikhil, loud and clear.
Excellent. I can hear you loud and clear. And you've already got your first birthday wish, Chef. So happy birthday. Thank
Hey, thanks, man.
thank you very much for coming on your birthday.
Yeah,
Um,
thank you very much.
Folks, it's folks, for those of you who don't know, it's Chef's birthday today, so please wish him from all of us. Chef Sandeep, I'm extremely excited to have you on this chat. We worked together in the past. Just so that you guys know, the Ritz Carlton and All Things Nice have co-hosted quite a few really high-end dinners with Michelin chefs within
Yeah,
the last 8 months, actually. Both being French chefs, actually. And we just hosted one recently. I think it was in the February February 29th was the last one, if I'm not
correct.
mistaken.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Yeah,
So we're very
with
happy to be with the. Sorry, so that's what were you saying, Chef?
yeah, it's with Chef Nicolas Duref.
That's right.
Again, outstanding promotion, and it was a fantastic job for you. With you, you've collaborated everything. I mean, thanks for that, Nikhil.
No, no, of course, it's our pleasure. We love chefs. To be honest with you, if I wasn't a sommelier, I'd be a chef. Uh, so, Chef, we've been working with the Ritz Carlton for a while, with Apasna and Srini and you and Mr. I, and I'm quite sure we would have been with you this week with somebody that we were bringing down, uh, but. But unfortunately, this whole thing has happened. And we thought it was, when we were talking about what to discuss, we thought it would be an interesting thing to talk about in terms of immunity boosting ingredients, etc. But before we
Right.
get into that, Chef, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll get into the chit chat.
Okay, starting from the very scratch, passed out from IHM Bhopal way back in 96, then joined the Hotel Operation Management program with the Taj Group of Hotels. Worked there for almost 3 years, also trained in Garde Manger and the French fine dining restaurant called Orient Express. Then moved to US with a cruise liner, worked there for a couple of years, learned the basic ingredients for roast sauces, which was an eye-opener again. Came
Yeah,
back, joined the Imperial, assisted in opening the Italian restaurant called San Gimignano. 2 years down, then got an opportunity with the Oberoi Group, joined the La Rochelle at the Oberoi New Delhi, which was a fine dining restaurant, French restaurant. Then eventually opened the 360 restaurant with the Oberoi, assisted in turning around the complete F&B of that hotel.
sure.
Then in 2010, opportunity with the Trident Gurgaon as the executive chef. In between, while working at the Oberoi New Delhi, was also the executive chef at Wildflower Hall as well for almost a year. So again, it's been a roller coaster with the group. Then was sent on a couple of exposures to France, to Belgium, to Switzerland to do an Indian promotion, to Vietnam again to do an Indian promotion. So have traveled quite a bit, fortunate to learn under many good chefs and with interesting cuisine techniques. So
So,
here
Chef,
I
you've
am at the
done.
Ritz-Carlton now.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's almost been since January I'm here. So it's been a blessed journey. Very fortunate to work with the brand now.
All right. So, Chef, you're being a little modest. So, Chef's also worked with a couple of top-end Michelin restaurants in different parts of
Right.
the world. And
Yeah.
last year, I'm going to read this out so I don't make a mistake. Last year, you won the Executive Chef of the Year 2009 award from IHA and PW Hotel,
Right.
which is quite something. So,
Right.
Most Innovative Chef of the Year. I mean, you also went on a thing called Champions Within, which is sponsored by the Carnival Cruise Line. So we're in good company, folks. All right, okay. The birthday wishes are constantly coming in. Okay, so Chef, let's get down to the nitty gritty. You're gonna have to lead on this because while I know my wines and spirits and flavors, I really don't
Sure.
know too much about
Yeah.
food, and I don't want to pretend like I do. So let's talk about what can we do? What can we do in terms of food or ingredients to boost immunity? And perhaps we could start off with just say something as simple as maybe even fruits. Is there other fruits that boost your
Sure.
immune system?
No, we can talk about basic ingredients which are actually available at everybody's home to boost your immunity,
Mm.
use them effectively. People sometimes use ingredients just as an ingredient, but then you will have to make a little bit tasty bit out of it for the family as well. So yeah,
Yeah,
fruits, various kind of fruits are available at home. So first of all, I think the citrus fruits, they are
yeah.
enriched with flavonoids, which are basically anti-allergic. So you've
Mm.
got also pears, plums. You have a lot of berries right now in season, at least in Bangalore, but other parts of the world or other parts of India, whenever you have
Yeah, sure.
strawberries, blueberries. They assist in a lot of upper respiratory issues. They take care of the infections, and also they prevent cold. I mean, cold in this COVID, everybody's trying to avoid a runny nose or a cold or a sore throat. I think
Yeah,
these fruits are very essential for giving you the properties of antioxidants.
right.
Now, antioxidants would actually take care of your immunity. They would strengthen your cells like a bodyguard, and take care of prevent the cells from getting infected, or take care of the impurities. So that's what antibodies or antioxidants would do.
Okay, sure. And I know that this is something that even when we ask the team to come up with what kind of questions would they like to ask you, a lot of people are, how much would be enough? And when you're talking about
Correct.
fruits,
Yeah.
how much does one need to do really?
See, a glass of orange juice a day would be really essential. I think you should make it a part of the breakfast. Sweet lime, orange juice, or
Right.
something, a tomato with lime as well would give you healthy immunity to fight against
Right.
viruses and diseases. So these are essential parts which you need to incorporate into your daily diet effectively
Okay.
so that you get the maximum benefit out of it. Cooking the vegetables well to a certain degree to get the maximum output from them would be essential. And we can talk about it during the conversation as well.
Okay. And so in terms of the citrus fruit, berries, peaches, plums, oranges,
Yeah,
in terms of juice format, etc. as well. What
yeah.
about I think a lot of people you don't find our favorite chocolate brands anymore in the stores.
Oh,
Does chocolate also work?
yeah. Just
Unfortunately.
the basic, I would say, just go with the basic dark chocolate. Don't go for the milk
Yeah.
chocolate, but the dark chocolate. I know I'll be
Okay.
raising a lot of eyebrows here, but consuming dark chocolate in a very moderate condition or in a very
Yeah.
moderate quantity would really be
Right.
give you the right amount of immunity. Now, chocolate would have an antioxidant called theobromine. So theobromine is actually, again, it protects your cell. It actually strengthens your body, give you the right immunity. So have it in moderate condition, maybe 20 grams a day in the morning or in the afternoon, but don't consume it at night.
Okay. So that bar of chocolate that you would do every day,
Yeah,
that's not allowed. Okay.
yeah.
Fair enough. And what about? So I know my wife hides the chocolate from me. Uh, okay, chef. What about we're in India, we have tons of spices. What would you recommend there?
See, Nikhil, the local spices, what we use at home in our daily cuisine, I think they're more than
Yeah.
enough. They have a lot of good properties. They are Ayurvedic. Things like turmeric, red chilies, ginger, garlic, they completely immune your system for any kind of
Right.
diseases that are coming your way. Now, turmeric has been known from olden times. I mean, my grandmother would used to tie a roti full of oil and turmeric onto any part of the swollen part of the body, and then that would
Yeah.
cure and heal in itself. Then also turmeric has a very good compound called curcumin. Now, curcumin is very essential. It is a potent anti-inflammatory as well, which takes care of your swellings. It is an antioxidant,
Right.
and also
Right.
it improves the conditions of arthritis or helps you recover from depressions as well. Garlic again has good properties of converting your colds. So if you're feeling cold, have a little extra garlic in your food. That will take care of your cold. Ginger and garlic both. So I think enough
Right.
and more what we have at home is good for healing you and making sure that you're a
Right.
healthy person.
All right. So, chef, I'm sorry. It might sound a little naive or sort of ignorant. But have this raw or have it Like or just in your food?
Now, garlic, like we do, a little sauteed, or I would prefer in, like if you can have a glass of milk with haldi in it, like raw
Yeah,
turmeric in it, it's really,
yeah,
really good, really essential. But you should not cook turmeric to a level that it starts to burn and it loses its properties. So I would recommend have it in the raw form. It is very
yeah.
essential and it would give the right amount of antioxidants in your body, which will take care of your illness. So
Okay,
have them, yeah, just sauteed lightly in oil, olive oil, whatever you prefer, in vegetables. Yeah,
okay, and let's talk about fish, for example. We know that at least my son, for example, or my son and daughter both, they eat fish
right.
quite often, and they think that it's good for them. So would that also be considered something to have right now?
Yeah, Nikhil. I mean, fish, if you're having for a immunity purpose, I mean, you should turn to oily fishes, which would have the necessary omega-3 fatty acids, which are really essential
Right,
for your body. I mean, you should have it in a moderate condition again, because it will have some amount of fat as well. Omega-3
right,
fatty acid are also fats. If you have 100 grams every second day or a third day, it would really be essential and better for you then. You
right,
could use salmon, you could use tuna. These are essentially fatty fishes, which would again help you in immunizing.
right.
In terms of the medicinal properties and cures, they would be really good for rheumatoid arthritis. People who are suffering from this would have fatty acids, or they are generally suggested cod liver oil or seven seas fatty oil, which cures them from
Yeah,
arthritis. Again, arthritis being a disease where your immunity acts upon, or by mistakenly acts upon, a healthy part of the body, and it is basically a chronic disease. So it will definitely cure. I don't want to sound like a doctor, but keeping it down to the healthy dishes, yeah, it is very essential to have once in a while.
okay, okay, fair enough. And chef, I mean, we're talking about all these things about vegetables. What would be in the vegetable domain? What would be
See,
considered immunity
any kind
boosting?
of green vegetables that you have at home,
Yeah,
be it spinach, be it asparagus, broccoli, or even bell peppers. Now, bell peppers have a property of sweetness. You could substitute, people who can't have sugar can consume bell peppers. This will give them required amount of sugar in their body, which will not harm them. Also, in terms of
really,
broccoli, now broccoli and spinach are considered to be very good sources of vitamin C. I mean, the lovely
right.
ladies who are watching, they need to take care of this skin so they can have this in abundance to make their skin glowing and to look more beautiful.
So
So,
do I.
uh,
So do I, chef.
you and me need a bit more of it, Nikhil. Just have them not completely overcooked. Just blanch them very lightly so they stay crisp, they stay fresh. And spinach, when you're doing it, spinach, do not cook the spinach or overcook the spinach, I would say. Just in a pan of a little butter, olive oil, and just saute the spinach lightly so it stays wilted and crisp. So if you overcook the spinach, half of the spinach properties are gone away. And also with the bell peppers, you should not boil your bell peppers at all. Just saute
Okay.
them lightly in butter or oil, have them crunchy like a salad or like a vegetable. Or if you have the luxury, shove them in the oven and then just cook them on roasting without any medium, and then have them as a crunchy vegetable or a salad. So I think cooking the vegetable is the key here. Do not overcook your vegetables, have them crunchy. These days you need all kind of nutrients and vitamins of the vegetables to stay healthy, to stay fit. So I think that would work.
Okay. And what about sweet potato? We keep hearing about sweet potato being a healthy choice. What about
Yeah,
that?
sweet potato is in trend right now. So people are switching over from regular potatoes. Even for French fries, people are switching from the regular potatoes to roast sweet potatoes. Again, a very fashionable vegetable, I would say. But
Yeah.
yes, sweet potatoes have a very good property of protecting yourself from ultraviolet radiations and rays. I mean, essential, typically essential for kids. These days, they are in lockdown situation. They can't go out of the house. They have the luxury of
Mm-hmm.
playing on the terrace or in the balcony. I mean, once they move out, it's better they have a portion of a sweet potato once in a day, which will take care of the ultraviolet rays and make their skin also healthy. So, good advice for, I think, the young ones to
Yeah.
stay fit while they're playing.
Okay, fair enough. And Chef, what about beverages? I mean, we keep hearing about different kinds of beverages. Like in my world, we talk about wine having. I'm not going to say this, and don't go and pull out that bottle of wine. I'm
Correct.
just saying that we always hear about a glass of wine helps you because it has antioxidant properties and
Correct.
resveratrol, which is an
Yeah.
antioxidant. But
Yeah.
again, I'm
Yeah.
not suggesting you can get the same amount of antioxidant by just taking berries, juicing it.
No, but
Uh,
that's true, Nikhil, because once you're having wine, again, it is made out of fruit. So it has some
yeah,
mode of flavonoids in them. Grapes are a good source of flavonoids, which protects you
yeah,
from cold. Also, they boost your immunity against diseases.
yeah,
They have
right.
flavonoids, which is anti-allergic. So can be had as a medicine as well. So, but again, in a moderate situation.
Yeah, I can see some followers reaching for that bottle already. And
Yeah.
and Jeff, I mean, we know about in terms of beverages.
Beverage in India being tea. I mean, tea
Okay,
and
yeah,
coffee is, I think, the heartbeat and lifeline of the country as well. So
right,
a little bit of caffeine is okay, but then again, because I'm used to having tea 3 times a day, and I've completely switched on to the green tea. Now, green tea
mm-hmm.
has a bit of caffeine. You'll be surprised it does, but then it has enough amount of flavonoids as well, which will take care of your cold. Switching over from regular tea to green tea boosts your immunity. It enhances your metabolism. It is good for digestion. It is good for losing weight as well. So I think switching on to a healthier green tea is a good option these days, and it's easily available in any kind of market or superstore or hyperstore anywhere.
Right. And Chef, and just out of curiosity, I mean, how many cups of tea or green tea is allowed? Or was
I
it
think
like
if you have
I
two
mean,
cups,
Chef, hello?
sorry, uh,
We lost you for
yeah,
a
what were
second.
you saying? Sorry.
Just was. No, we're just talking about number of cups of tea.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So you're saying a couple of cups of green tea a day
yeah,
is fine, and
yeah,
yeah, and perhaps because it still has a little bit of caffeine in it, not to perhaps do it in the evening because that
absolutely.
would keep
Yeah,
you awake.
yeah,
Yeah. All right, Chef. I
correct.
think what have we missed now? Nuts, I guess, is the only category that I can think of.
Uh, Nikhil, in terms of the nuts, I think it needs to become a dharma during breakfast. So we have good quality of almonds, we have cashew nuts. Cashew nuts still has a lot of fat,
Right,
but walnuts and almonds are very good. Now, considering about my breakfast, almonds is a part of my breakfast. But then
right,
there is a way to consume almonds so that you get the maximum nutrition out of them. Turn them
right.
into activated almonds. Now, activated almonds,
And
when I
how?
say it means overnight soaked, or if you can do for 24 hours, nothing like it. Soaked almonds in room temperature water, leave them overnight and have them whole, unpeeled. Because then the properties of almond double up. Nutrition in terms of protein and vitamin is it raises to really good heights. So I think you should have almonds which are unpeeled and they are activated. So make it a point that you should have it during
Yeah,
your breakfast along with a glass of orange juice,
yeah,
some fortified milk or some yogurt. It's very
yeah.
good.
And is that
Yeah.
and that's what you would say is the best way to start your day?
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah,
Uh, greens,
yeah,
yogurt, a glass of orange juice, some almonds. I think if you can include eggs, if you're non-vegetarian, yes, do it. But
yeah.
then that's about it. Don't overeat during this time because we are not working out too much as well. So light breakfast, but a very
Yeah.
refreshing and healthy breakfast is essential these days.
Okay, okay. Chef, no, I mean, a lot of us have kids, and we want to know, especially when we were trying to figure out what to ask you within the team itself. I have kids, my colleagues have kids, and we were all wondering. So,
Right.
do the same rules, same advice does it apply to children as well, or would you do things a little differently? So,
No,
um,
Nick, I think you need to be very particular about the nutrition of the young ones, particularly if they are under 10. I think a meat in the diet, which can eggs, very essential now. There is something called a vitamin B12 in non-vegetarian or in chicken and poultry. Now,
Right.
B12 is one of the most essential vitamins that you can ever think of. What does it do? It converts the food that you take into energy that you work with.
Okay.
So I
Right.
think it is very essential for the growing kids to eat some chicken, eggs, or fish in a day so that
Right.
their immunity becomes strong. The cells will become strong, you will live longer, you will have good amount of strength in your body. So I think it is. And also to let you know, we are also doing a recipe today which also revolves around chicken and egg. So it's a really good hearty soup that we're going to do today, which will be
Right.
essential for the kids if you want to make it a part of their diet in some way or the
Yeah.
other, which will give them enough
Yeah.
amount of energy and immunity as well.
So, Chef, just to be clear, you spoke about chicken and fish and B12 also. But what if I was a vegetarian? What would I do to make up for that?
Healthy vegetables we spoke about, sweet
Yeah.
potatoes, broccoli, asparagus, spinach,
Right.
bok choy,
Right.
mushrooms,
Right.
any green vegetable that you can get as well, carrots.
Right.
Again, they are rich source of good vitamins, which will essentially give you all the nutrition that you require if you can't have non-vegetarian food.
Okay. Fair enough. And just to before, I think I have one more question that I wanted to ask you
Sure,
before
sure.
we can go into the demo. Is there especially with kids, there's a lot of junk out there. So any foods out there that would sort of weaken the system that we should just totally stay clear of, especially in times like this?
Sure, I think the packaged food is a big no here because they have a lot of preservatives and chemicals in them.
Yeah.
So pack of chips or anything that comes in the packet which has preservatives, I think you should try and stay away.
Right.
Uh, Go with the complete home cooked food, which your grandma or your mother would cook at home. That would be
Yeah.
healthy. That would have a good amount of nutrition in them.
Right.
Made with love, made with a lot of care, made with a lot of hygiene, done in a very refined oil or clarified butter, again would be healthy
Right.
for them. But majorly, I think you should stick to home cooked food rather than having any food from outside.
Okay, fair enough. Well, thank you, Chef, for those for that bit of advice. What we'll do is there are people asking questions while we were chatting.
Sure, sure, Nikhil.
Perhaps what we can also do is while we're maybe we could make our way to where you would want to do the demo, and then
Sure,
perhaps ask some questions while as they come up
absolutely.
if they come up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Please keep
All right.
shooting side by side. So, shooting on the question. So, I'll move to the kitchen now in the cooking area,
Okay.
where we're gonna cook a very hearty chicken soulful soup,
Right.
full of vegetable, full of nutrition, and with some vegetables inside. So, I think that would be a real eye opener as well for our viewers, so that they can include healthy meal into their cooking.
Okay. So, Shah, I think one of the questions that I saw earlier is about herbal tea. While we spoke about green tea, what about herbal tea?
Herbal tea is as well good. It also, because it has herbs in them. Herbs are anyway essential vitamins and nutrients which would enrich your day
Right.
if you're having herbal tea. Switch
Yeah.
between green tea and herbal tea. Both are really good. They have
Okay.
flavonoids, takes
Yeah.
care of your cold, and also give you the nutrition.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. All right, Shah. So, tell us a little bit about what we're going to do now.
So we're going to do a nice hearty chicken soup today, which has
Yeah.
some vegetables, some ingredients which boost your immunity. Do you want me to show you the ingredients, Nikhil, first?
Yeah. Sure. 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 We're in your hands now.
So now I have some prep done already. We've got some cauliflower, beans, carrots, egg whites, coriander, you've got spring onion, very essential garlic and ginger, salt, black pepper, turmeric, again in the raw form. And then we have some little garam masala, which is prepared again. You can make it at home as well. And then some boiled shredded chicken and some
Yeah.
chicken stock. This is
Okay.
chicken stock is just the normal chicken bones, which can be a little roasted, and then you can put water with whatever spices you like in your food. You can just incorporate it into it.
Okay. Okay, chef. So I think you'll probably
So
need someone to take your phone from you so that we can
yeah, I'll
quickly.
have to remove the headphones as well, earplugs as
Yeah,
well too.
sure,
So
sure, chef.
I'll switch on the camera. Otherwise,
Yeah, yeah.
here you are. So are we ready to go now with the live cooking session? Um, so let's start off. As I said, I'm gonna make the hearty chicken soup today. So first, very important, I'm gonna just make sure that I have the protective gear on, so that, and even at home, if you can do that, it's very essential so that you don't get into any kind of diseases because of your dirty hands or infections because of your naked hands. So always better to have the protection whenever you're cooking at home to make sure that your family stays safe and well. Here you go. Okay. Now I'm gonna start cooking a little bit of oil in the pan. Not too much, but yes, we need this oil to saute our vegetables. A little more maybe. Yeah. So the first thing I'm gonna do is saute my vegetables. And I would just need to saute them. Cauliflower, green beans, and carrots. Now, to take out the maximum flavor, you just need to saute them well so that you take out the maximum nutrition out of it and then can be used as a help. These lovely colors are going to come back to our soup. Now they've started releasing a lot of aroma. So it's now for me to time to add in some onion and garlic. Sorry, ginger and garlic. So ginger, 1 heaped teaspoon, and garlic, almost half a teaspoon is good. Again, saute. It's always better when you're making a soup, it's always better to pre-blanch or little boil your chicken to take off the impurities so that it does not come into your soup. So now I'm gonna put a lot of shredded chicken. So it is chicken breast which has been just dredged in corn flour and then it has been boiled. So it makes the chicken more tender. And this is like a main course. So be generous with the quantity of vegetable and the chicken that you're putting in. The idea here is to just to heat up the chicken because it is already pre-cooked, so you don't have to worry about the cooking part of it. Just heat up the chicken, and then we'll add some chicken stock into it. Here is my chicken stock, and it goes. So almost 3 cups of it. Once it comes to a bit simmer, I'm gonna add in the magic ingredients now. Very easy recipe, can be easily done at home, and it's very nutritious, extremely nutritious, I would say.
Chef, you might have lost sound. I'm not sure if you can hear me. Yeah, I think we've lost sound.
Yes, it's almost hot now. It'll just bubble up in a second.
Chef, we can barely hear you. So if you could,
Yes, Nikhil.
if you could help us with. Yeah, you can hear me, but we can't. We can barely hear you.
Nikhil, not able to get your voice right now. Let
Okay,
me
just take a
just
look.
turn the
They're
camera on.
losing sound a little bit.
Yes, Nikhil, you were saying something?
Yeah, no, no, we were losing you on sound, so we couldn't figure out what was happening.
Is it clear now?
Better now, yes.
Yeah. So here you are. So now the soup is boiling. Now it's the time to add a few more ingredients. We'll take good amount of cilantro and be generous. It's a green vegetable. It has herbal properties, medicinal properties. Spring onion, around 2 heaped teaspoons. And the magic ingredient called turmeric. I'm going to use it raw. I'm just taking almost half a teaspoon of turmeric, putting it in my soup. Some seasoning, salt, black pepper, and I'm going to give it a quick stir. Look at the beautiful colors that turned out from the soup. So it has nutrition from the chicken, it has nutrition from the vegetable, it has greens in it, it has all kind of properties that you need in these times to fight against the bacteria and virus. So almost done. Now is the last bit of adding another twist into it, which is going to be the egg white. Now, egg white needs to be added at a very simmering heat. You can't boil the egg white when you're adding. So this has been just the beaten egg white. I'm going to just drop it in a string over the soup so that it turns into very fine ribbons. And let it rest. I will not move this pan now and let the egg coagulate completely before we start to serve this. This is almost half an egg that I've added, not more. See, you see the strands of lovely egg now?
Yeah.
Almost cooked. I think the soup is ready. So what I'm going to do is now plate it for you. It's boiling, it's nice, it's nutritious. Here you are. I'm going to take the soup. Here you go, Nikhil.
All right, Chef. That looks really good, and it looks pretty healthy as well. I'm quite. I'm going to try that tonight when it's dinner time when we come back from playing a little football.
Absolutely, Nikhil. Yeah.
All right, guys. If you have any questions that you would like to ask Chef Sandeep, now's the time. But otherwise, thank you very much.
Just let me just try and switch the camera now.
Yeah, sure.
Well, it's not happening. I don't know, some issue with the camera, I guess. So anyway, I'll have to talk like that then.
Yeah, this is perfect. Chef. Well, that was pretty.
That's a healthy recipe. I think once in a while, if you incorporate it into your diet, I think it's going to be really wholesome for the complete family.
Okay, well, Chef, that looks good. The video is going to be on our stories for a while, and we're going to put it up onto our Instagram page. So if anyone wants to follow that recipe, they're most welcome to. Chef, thank you very much for answering some of those questions and also sharing your recipe.
Thank you very much.
Easy recipe. Actually, I was quite surprised at how little time that took. I know that there was prep work done before, but thank you very much, Chef. Happy birthday once again, and I wish you and your family and the Ritz-Carlton team safety, and we hope to see you again soon.
Sure, Nikhil. Thank you very much for having me over, and looking forward to meeting again.
For sure, Chef. All right, guys. Thank you, Chef Sandeep and the Ritz-Carlton team, and thank you guys for joining in for something that's been quite different from what we normally do. Well, thank you for joining in, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye, Chef.
Thank you, Nikhil. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.